hello.
Hello, hello, friends.
Actually hear them.
I can hear you. Hey, Sydney. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing fabulous, thanks. I'm told that I am running solo tonight. Uh-oh.
I think so, yeah.
I heard myself double there for a moment.
With the occasional commentary from me, because I can't help myself.
Yay! That makes me super happy. I just want to make sure I have my schedule up so I know who I'll be talking to. Miss Holly is super duper busy trying to get everything situated.
I'm stuck trying to figure out how to stop sharing my screen.
Uh-oh. It should be like at the bottom.
It should be, yeah, there's like a green button at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. That says stop sharing.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
There you go. You did it.
I did it. I'm a pro.
Yeah. Well, welcome everyone to the last night of the Fiber Frolic Virtual Festival. It has been such a joy for me to hang out with all of you through these, almost 2 weeks now? We've been going live. Holy moly. It has been so much fun. I have learned so much about sheep. Can I tell you? I've learned so much about sheep. About Canadian sheep, about the different types of wool and alpaca and dyeing yarn and weaving yarn and knitting and I mean just all the things. I'm just going to give y'all a little rundown of who we've had on with us over the past 9 days, 10 days now. It's 10 days. Time goes by so fast. It's been 10 days since we've been doing this. So a couple of people we've had, and they are going to be at the Fiber Frolic. So if you are going to be there in Edmonton, you need to stop at these booths, however you say it, and tell these people that you saw them on the virtual show and you just had to come to their booth, okay? So we've had Jamie Bowen, we've had Shannon Dixon, Anna Hunter. Anna taught me a lot about the sheep, y'all. Then we had Simply Merino, amazing. We had Luddite Yarns, Luddite Yarns, amazing. Spruce and Linen, amazing. Diego came and he showed us all his amazing tapestry crochet. Say it with me, y'all. Amazing. Then we had Janelle, I said Spruce and Linen, Janelle Flynn. Please go and make sure you check out these people's booths. Then we had, I ain't gonna pronounce it right, Colotzin was here hanging out with us and had a great conversation. Then on Friday, we had my friend Coletta, who is from A Touch of Blue Crochet. A Touch of Blue Designs. She's a doll designer. Amazing. Go check her out on Etsy. A Touch of Blue without the E. Go and check her out. She will not be at the Fiber Frolic, but she is going to the Detroit Doll Show this weekend. So we are sending her all the positive vibes that are going to be at the Edmonton Fiber Frolic. We're sending them her way so that she has a great show as well. Let's see. Who else did we have? We had Diane Brown from Woolly Time Yarns. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Amazing. I had an opportunity to bring my friend Pamela Stark from Furls Crochet. She's the CMO over there. If you follow us on Thursdays, we usually go live on the Furls Crochet page. And she talked and we had so much fun, and she's going to do a giveaway. Amazing. Katie, I ain't gonna pronounce your name right. She did a trunk show and she was fabulous. Michelle Porter, another one who did a great interview. Cynthia from River City Yarns. Amazing, you guys. And then on Sunday, we were back with 2 times Infinity and Lee Satori, who I am such a huge fan of. Coco Crochet Lee, amazing stuff. Like, she does so many super cool things. She's going to be at the Edmonton Fiber Frolic, and she's doing workshops. So if you haven't signed up for them already, what are you waiting for? Like, hello, you're going to be there. You might as well be in the room. And then we had Tammy, who came and showed us her beautiful yarn. And then on Monday, I'm telling y'all, we had a lot of people, and I'm gonna keep on telling y'all who we had. We had Carolyn from Living Skies Fiber Studio. Fabulous stuff. We had Dan, who did some tapestry weaving. They're going to be doing a workshop there at the Fiber Frolic. Telling y'all, there's a whole lot going on at this Fiber Frolic. I don't know if y'all know, but it's going to be pretty darn amazing. So much so that I'm doing everything within my power that I'm there next year. Okay, let's just say that. I'm trying to bring my little happy New York, America self out to Canada and celebrate with you all. I need to be there and touch all the squishy yarn. Oh my amazing. You already knew that's what I was getting ready to say. Then we had Blue Moon Fiber, who talked to us about, all the amazing yarn that they had in their trunk show. And then we had Caroline, who came on and she did a studio tour. Child, when I tell you her studio it's fabulous. Gotcha. Thought I was going to say amazing, didn't you? I switched it up on you. And then we had Ginger Snap, who did a beautiful show, showing of her products. And then we talked to Kim, who talked about books and all the amazing things that they have going on at 910 Publications. And then yesterday we had Diane Bray, who she just impressed me so much with all that she's doing for charity with the donations through her group Craft for YEG. Beautiful. And then Caroline came back and she did a trunk show showing her ancient arts yarn. That was terrific. And then finally we had Kat, who's going to be in the building from 8 Acres Coffee Roastery. So if you all like coffee like I like coffee, she is going to be at the Edmonton Fiber Frolic, and you can go and get you a good drink. Caffeine, y'all. You're gonna need some caffeine while you're trying to buy things. You got a project bag over here. But anyway, y'all, visit all of these amazing vendors that are going to be there. Again, it's going to be a wonderful time. If you're traveling, Godspeed. I wish you all well travel, have so much fun. Think of me, tag me on Instagram at Mrs. DeVita whenever you get there to let me know that you're there and you're having so much fun and that you wish I was there with you. Now tonight, can you say it with me? Tonight, we are so excited to have some amazing, okay, I said it again, some fantastic, fabulous, wonderful, talented people who are going to be chatting with us. First up, I have Yarn Diva and Anika Pulaski. Please forgive me if I am pronouncing your name wrong. You just correct me when you get on camera. And then we're going to have a trunk show by my girl, Crafty Bones. I got my shirt on. And then finally, we're going to wrap things up with Jessica, who is going to do a trunk show for us. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. All right, come on in, Yarn Divas. And Anika, unmute yourself and talk to Mrs. DeVita.
Unmute. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yarn Divas. That's
Yes.
what I am talking about. Introduce yourself to the audience. Let them know who you are and what you do. Are you going to be at Edmonton Fiber Frolic?
Yes.
We are. So
Let them know.
this
Yes.
is Sherry. Hi. I'm Chrissy. And we own a yarn shop in St. Albert. So it's just north of Edmonton. It's 20 minutes max from the
Yeah.
Expo Center.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Where the frolic is going to be. And so we are sharing a booth with Woolerton Estates. We have just a very small we're going to talk about it though.
Yeah.
Because we have something special. We planned it and it's debuting at Frolic. It's not available anywhere else yet.
Mhm.
And
Frolic has a lot of things debuting there, I must say. Kind of nice.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's been a labor, and it's a collaboration with Leanna of Crafty Bones
Mhm.
and Fran Inky Knitter. They are designers for the patterns in our boxes. And then Knitly Road has dyed up the two different colorways on two different bases to choose from. So
Yep.
we will show you all of that. And we are also co-hosting with the Yarn Rebels, the Stitch, the social lounge, the
Yep.
Gathering Threads social lounge.
Mhm.
So we have some fun stuff there planned.
Yep.
Sherry was away, so I talked with Crystal today with the Yarn Rebels, and we have some fun. We have fun stuff planned.
I know you need to fill me in because I kind of missed that.
Yes, yes. Sherry doesn't even know what we're doing.
I don't know what was going on. I just show up sometimes.
Hey, sometimes it's better to just show up, just be there. I'm here.
So before we go into our boxes, though, we want to. Annika's here. She's doing a pop-up, a feature maker at the shop here. So yeah, we want to share her spot with you, maybe how she got set up.
Yes, please do. I wanna
Herself signed
know.
on her phone too. So
Yeah, so I'm going to turn myself around
Mhm.
because it's my face and maybe not. How do I don't know how to switch the video around. Oh, here, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Talking to me. Right?
and I'm gonna unmute myself.
I'm gonna mute.
So there we go. And now I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna show you my stuff. This is all Dragon Strings yarn.
Ooh.
And I am at, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, so this is all the yarns that I am bringing. We're just doing a little pop-up here that is a pre-show. So this is all the stuff that is going to be at the Edmonton Frolic.
Mm.
And this is all yarn, Dragon Strings yarn, and it's mostly superwash merino in bright colors, and the bright pink and the bright yellow actually fluoresce under black light.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I've got a table full of notions. There's some stitch markers, there's some pins. There's some mini kits that I've brought with me this time. And then this over here is all my worsted weight yarn as well. So this is all the yummy, yummy goodness that you guys will see in my booth in Dragon Strings tomorrow. And if you're really keen on it, I'm here till 8 tonight. So this is everybody's first crack at getting this. So
Nice.
that's me. And
Those
I will,
colors. Woo.
yeah. So I specialize in the brights and the neons, and I'm originally from Alberta, but I've been living in Ontario for the past 10 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
this stuff has traveled across the country to come visit you guys. So,
That's awesome.
and I will flip it back to the Yarn Divas because I am, just crashing their party here. So
No
I will
worries.
let them do their thing. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you at the Frolic.
All right. So that was good because then I could gather up all of the boxes. So what I've been doing for the last week is packaging up gifts. So what we've done, I don't know how best to present this.
I can hold stuff because I'm good at that.
Oh, do you want to grab the shawls? That's what we need to do. So what we've done, I don't know if anybody has seen those, you buy the book and as you read your book, it says, open your gift now on this such and such page. And in this box, the book comes in and it's got all these gifts in it. So I bought one of those. And I was like, oh, we can do that with way better, cooler stuff than this book that I bought. So we talked with Leanna, Crafty Bones, and Fran, the Inky Knitter, and Stephanie from Knitly Road. And we got a crocheted shawl from Leanna. She's designed this. This is exclusive to this box. And then Fran did the knit version, which is
A rectangle.
So it's got all this mosaic and the baubles and the cables. And Leanna's has cables and baubles as well.
Beautiful.
So that's gorgeous. So our inspiration was the old country rose china pattern. So Fran's is called the good china. And Leanna's is T for 2. So as you go through your pattern, you have all your goodies in your box. And you're opening it at certain stages. Some of it is tools, some of it is just for fun, some of it is pretty, and that's it. So we have 2 different colorways of, one is called the Christmas set. So it has, they all have speckles and 2 colors, but the Christmas set has a bit darker of a Pass the Cranberries colorway. And they're all available on the deluxe alpaca, silk, and cashmere base, or on the BFL. And then this is the Easter dinner set. So the pink on it is a little bit lighter, and the speckles is also a little bit lighter.
Beautiful.
And that's it. They will be available at Fiber Frolic. They are not online, and they won't be. If we have some left from Frolic, then they'll be online. But otherwise, they're at the Frolic only.
Ooh, exclusive
Yes.
to the Frolic.
Exclusive. Well,
Exclusive. That's right.
that's how we roll sometimes.
Yeah, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I love
Hopefully
it.
that wasn't confusing. I tried to rattle off, so I'm not taking up the whole session for us, but
Oh.
yeah.
You did good. You did
Yeah.
good.
And that's us.
I
That's what-
love it.
That's what we're
Well,
coming with. That's what we're coming with, yeah.
Well, and us.
And us.
okay, so who
Personality.
are we? How did we get into this? I'm told that I'm supposed to have an interview with you all. So
Oh,
are you? When did you get started? You gotta give me all the
how long have you got?
you got 30 minutes.
So
Well-
we opened our shop April 16th.
Yep.
But
Of
we,
this year, yeah.
of this year, but
Oh,
we've
wow.
been looking for spaces for about 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
We started as a knitting group, like a knit night.
Mm-hmm.
And we knew we wanted to open a shop, but we just kind of were looking for spaces. But Sherry and I go back much further than that. We
20 something years back.
yeah. First time she came to visit me, my son was just a baby and whacked her on the butt with his bottle. That was it. We were best friends then. So
23
he's
years ago?
23. Yes.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was a while ago.
Yeah. We met at work. We're both nurses. And
Okay.
we
Yep.
worked together for 15 years before I went to a different area. But that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
How did you guys get into knitting? What made you want to open up a store?
So knitting was, we both were crocheters. Well, no, I was
No,
a
you were
crocheter.
a
Let's start
crocheter.
over. I was a crocheter.
Chrissy taught me how to crochet. And then
Ah,
from there, we
Yes.
both kind of decided we wanted to both learn knitting. Like I had learned when I was really little, but it never really took off to
Mhm.
do anything. Like I couldn't knit a straight row to save my life. So it was pointless. But
Yeah.
all of a sudden now the two of us together managed to start doing more and enjoyed it a lot. And then all of a sudden one day Chrissy's like, hey, you want to open a shop with me? And I said, that sounds fun. Why not? And
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are.
Literally, that was
Yeah.
it. That's all I took.
I've discovered since having, menopause and opening a store that I'm definitely on the spectrum in some sort. So
I
I
understand.
have idea, kind of crazy ideas flying all over. And Sherry's like, okay, let's focus on something.
Wrangle her
I
in a
think
little
lots
bit.
have had that revelation over the past year or so.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
So
I have 5 million ideas bunging around. I'm like, I don't know, which one should we do?
all of them. Do all the things. Wow.
Yeah.
So you said that professionally, well, in your past professional lives, maybe you were nurses?
Still are.
We still are.
No, okay, wait. See, I have to pull these things out of people. So you all own a yarn shop,
Yeah.
Mhm.
knit and crochet.
Yep.
Who designs patterns?
We haven't done any of that ourselves yet.
Okay.
If it's going to be one of us, it will be Chrissy.
Okay. All right. And you're still nurses. Help
Yes.
me understand how in the world you make time for all these amazing things.
Well, we're part-time.
We work part-time at the hospital. So
Yeah.
we both of us work 0.6 and 12-hour shifts. So it really doesn't work out to ultimately that much in a month.
Yeah.
But really, when we're not there, one of us is always here at the shop. So
Yeah.
it works out. And our rotations right now are both really good. So we don't have a lot of overlap. So one of us is always usually still available to be at the shop. So it's been good.
And then when we do overlap, my great aunt works here for us.
Oh.
So Aunt Linda comes in.
She helps.
Hey, Aunt Linda.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really,
So that's
really
good.
awesome. So what kind of yarn? I know you showed a little bit of the yarn. What fibers? I'm trying to learn all the all the words. What fibers are the yarn that you all have?
Oh, we've got a
Oh,
mix of
lots.
everything.
Yes.
All right, so let's narrow it down to what
We
fibers are you
have-
bringing to the frolic?
Okay. To the frolic,
We're bringing our boxes, and then
then
we are
grab your-
making,
where's your
my
toque?
toque is back there. So I've designed a toque, and it's in my Harrods bag.
So
And-
I'm American and I have no idea what a toque is.
Oh, I'm sorry, a beanie. A beanie.
Okay.
So
I too am American, and I also had to learn that.
Did you? I'm like, what's a toque? Somebody mentioned it the other day. I was like, oh, that's wonderful.
so I've just kind of quickly knit up a beanie.
Ooh.
And it's out of our onion yarn that
Ooh.
we get from Denmark. So it is a silk wool, and then mohair and nettle and wool for the fuzz.
Oh, I got that one.
And the lace one is, find my camera. It is nettle and wool. So it's got plant-based fiber in it and wool. So you held it together for this, and
Hey,
then
I learned what that's called. It's oh darn, Shannon told us. What's it called, Sydney? Marling.
Yes.
Thank you.
yes,
So that's called marling.
yes, and then I'm just doing the crown decreases right now, and we're gonna put a pom-pom in the kit. So you can get a kit, and we're gonna take a few colors, and it's a make your kit. So you can pick the colors you want to pull together tomorrow if you decide you want one of these fluffy, beautiful things. Do you want to grab one of the giant? And we got really big, fluffy, gorgeous pom-poms for on it. Oh,
Ooh.
sorry, it's right here, Sherry. Sorry. So we have the black ones. Well, we had a few different colors. So this will be what the kit is.
Nice.
Yeah.
And are the pom-poms detachable?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got the big ones that have the snaps.
Nice.
Pop
Those
them
are a
up.
big deal. I
Yeah.
learned that when you wear your skiing helmets, that you need to be able to take off the pom-pom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm getting my Canadian on, honey. I'm learning all the things. I love that.
It's very important.
Yeah.
We have a question from the audience.
Oh yeah, sorry, forgot about the audience. Hi, y'all.
What teas do you carry at the Yarn and Tea Emporium?
Oh, well, our brand is the Tea Girl. She's local to here in Edmonton. And she does her own blends. So we've got quite a few different
I
selections
think we've
from
got
her
like 14 or 16 different.
different blends. And then we'll bring in some more here too for winter that we're looking at. So yeah.
Mhm. If you're
Will you
wanting a latte, don't
Oh.
come here.
No.
We don't make lattes.
We're straight up
we
tea at this
have-
point.
And we have coffee. My brother-in-law owns 2% Jazz in Victoria on the island, and he roasts his own coffee. So we carry his coffee and we French press it.
Ooh, I learned about French pressing yesterday.
Ah,
You got it all.
Any other questions? from
Ready.
the audience? That's all we got from the
That's
audience.
all we got.
all right.
That's good.
What else you guys got? What time is it? I don't even know. No, I'm over here.
Do you want a tour of our shop?
Got like 3 more minutes. Yeah, give us a tour.
I don't know. Let me see if I can turn my camera around. Or maybe I don't. I'd have to switch to my phone. Annika, do you want to do a tour? How about Annika will take her
Annika will
phone?
take you on a tour.
Let's do it.
I want to keep calling you Danica because that's my niece's name. So Annika doesn't roll for me. Danica does.
Okay, so you want to just take my?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to mute this so we don't backfeed.
Okay, and you're,
Just walk.
yeah, walk. You're gonna come through my headphones. So walk next to me and talk.
Okay, but we're on me.
No, you're not.
Oh.
It's that's what they're seeing at the moment.
Oh, okay.
They have to focus on me and then,
Now you got the floor. There you go.
yeah. Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
We're
okay.
like- yeah.
So,
Technology isn't always our friend.
Okay, so here is our bunks of onion.
there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is our dye studio that right now, wait, is that not muted?
No,
So this is our dye studio that right
no,
now.
no, that's muted.
Set up to-
I'm muted now.
Yeah. Okay.
We're muted.
Can we spotlight Annika as opposed to the Yarn Divas? That will,
There is
there we
that.
go. Perfect.
So this here is our dye studio. Right now it's chaos because that's where we're putting our kits together. And just do a little walkabout. This is our shop. This is our suds for making dishcloths, yarn, and we've got some Rowan. We carry a nice selection of Rama for doing all your color work. More Rama over here. And we have some macrame stuff on the table here.
Nice.
Some crochet kits. This is our bunk of fluff. That's what we kind of call it. It's all of our mohairs and mohair blends. So it's on this side as well. And we have one sitting area there. Usually there's chairs around there, but we have our knit night going on tonight.
Oh.
Ladies, I'm coming to show, so if you don't want to see your faces, you have to like.
Hi, good night.
So this is our Thursday night group.
Hello.
They're all here hanging and eating scraps.
Wow, very cool.
And then our tea,
Nice.
our little kitchenette area. Here's the teas that we currently carry. We've got a nice selection of purples, some whites, greens, black teas. And that's it. Well, that's the quick nitty gritty.
Very, very, very cool. Thank you for taking us on a tour.
Yeah. So I'm gonna mute me and you. There we go.
There.
Very cool. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh. This is so weird being like two different places at the same time. Like, whoa.
Too much happening.
Yes.
boy.
So thank you.
Davida, Susanna wants us to really quick to carry on tradition and ask about your earrings today.
Oh, these are my breast cancer awareness earrings. So it's just a ribbon, y'all. It's nothing fancy. It's just a ribbon and I stiffen it. I also did, well, they're not stiffened yet, but I did some domestic violence awareness earrings as well. So it'll be an ear wire here and I'm gonna stiffen them, but yeah, that's it. It's a half double crochet, I think. It's so easy. I do not make difficult earrings. I tell you all the time, they're so simple. All you have to do is get accustomed to using a smaller crochet hook and thread. That's it. It's easy. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for hanging out with us. Excited for you
Thank you.
at the Fiber Frolic. I'm sure everyone is going to stop at your booth and hang out with you guys for a while. So thank you.
Hope so. Yeah.
If not our booth, then you have to come to the Gathering Thread Social Lounge.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's both days for the whole day that we're there. So it's going to be great. And if you're doing your Stephen West Cal, make sure you bring it. Our Mal, we're going to have a show off your wib. Check out your progress. Yeah.
Get involved, people. Go participate in all the things that are going on at this Fiber Frolic. It's going to be incredible. I mean, I'm like so jealous. So embrace and enjoy and have so much fun. We have our next guest in the building, Miss Crafty Bones, who has been such an inspiration to me personally. She is the reason why I am even here hosting or co-hosting or whatever I'm doing, chatting it up with y'all, just talking, because that's what I love to do. She is the reason why I am here. So Leanna, let the people know who you are, and you go ahead and take away your trunk show.
Awesome. So can everybody hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So I am Leanna. I am the person behind Crafty Bones. I'm going to start with a short little slideshow presentation to start us off because I'm a vendor this weekend and most of my stuff is already in the trailer. So we're going to start with this slideshow and then we'll talk from there. So let's see if I can share my screen from my phone. I'm not sure if it's going to let me.
Oh, you did it.
There we go. It's taking its sweet time. So I am Crafty Bones. So for those of you that don't know who I am, I started off in 2016 when my oldest son was just really little and I started making slippers. So I started selling slippers that had suede bases and sheepskin lining. I decided that I wanted a high-end slipper and I didn't like the ones that were out there, so I decided to make my own. So this started out my whole journey as a crocheter, really. I'd only made a couple things before this. So it slowly transitioned to making slipper soles and selling at craft fairs as finished products to people want to make their own slippers. Why don't I make the slipper sole so that knitters, crocheters, felters, they can all make their own slipper soles, make their own slippers with my soles so that their slippers last longer, they're warmer, the bottoms don't wear out as quickly. We all know how knitted and crocheted ones, the bottoms can wear out really, really quickly or be slippery. This transitioned to me wanting to have really good crochet hooks accessible. I realized that one of the ones I always went to were my Addy swings. And you can't get them anywhere in Alberta, apparently. So I decided to be a distributor for them so more people can get access to more ergonomic crochet hooks, because not every ergonomic crochet hook works for everybody. We all have different hands. We all hold our crochet hooks differently. So not one size fits all. I find that you should test different crochet hooks. So that's one of the things I am really, really excited to help you guys test different crochet hooks. And then I actually became a crochet designer by accident, kind of. I started out being a test crocheter for somebody down in the States. I was working away at going through all of her older patterns and helping her edit them. And she said that all my notes that I was giving are pretty much notes that a crochet designer would give. So she asked me to design, I think it was a kind of a shawl for her. And that's what started my love for designing. I love the math part of it. I love the grading. I love coming up with the new stitches and ways of making things. So that's what started me as a crochet designer. And as you guys heard, I just designed, my most recent one is the one for Yarn Divas, is the shawl that they will have at Fiber Frolic. So for my company, I want to find the holes in the industry. I want to come up with solutions for them. I want to share my love for this craft. And I want to be able to create community around this, whether it's on social media, whether it's in person. I want people to feel like I'm approachable. They can come talk to me. They can ask me questions. They can say, hey, have you tried this pattern? I'm stuck. Or, hey, you should design this. Or, have you tried this yet? I just want to create that community that we can all be a part of. That is one of my main goals, is working on that. So I had my first publication in a magazine was the Crochet Foundry magazine. And then I have patterns on the Crochet Foundry website. I have a free pattern on the Lion Brand website. I have my own website that is a blog. I have my own website that's an e-commerce store. I am very active on my Instagram. If you guys haven't seen, I love doing videos and reels. Make sure that you follow along for those, because that's usually where people find out about my newest stuff first. So slowly, as my business is growing, I am focusing on my products, my social media, and those connections, like I said. I haven't met a lot of you guys in person, which makes the Fiber Frolic so much more fun. So here are some of my home designs that I've done over the past couple of years. I have also done different things with different fabrics, like the leathers and different patterns. And then the one thing that I really do love is taking crochet charts and creating something that anybody can wear. So anybody can wear a crochet chart. Doesn't matter if you're a crocheter or not. I make it so that the pattern shows what the thing is. So it looks like a flower. Yes, it's a crochet flower pattern. It looks like a snowflake. Yes, it's a crochet pattern for a snowflake. So here you can see a couple of those and my mini ornament kits for the little tiny booties. So I'm actually wearing my shirt today, and I think Davida might be wearing hers as well. So the best ways to contact me are my email, my Instagram, and my website is crafty-bones.shop. So let's see. There we go. Am I back on? Yes. So that is just a quick rundown of my business. I have a couple of things I pulled out to show you guys because I remembered that I needed to show you guys some stuff tonight. So my thing that I launched last in May was my Diamonds for Granny bag kits. So they are a square of leather that have pre-punched holes in them. They come with the straps as well. They come with your D-rings that you need. It comes with the wax cord and the needles that you need. And it comes with a rough, it's not a pattern, it's an explanation of how to do it. So if you can make a square with knit, crochet, macrame, felting, embroidery onto a piece of material or quilted. If you can make squares, you can make the bag. So the bag is 2 squares put together with the leather base, and the leather base makes it a little bit more durable. You don't have to worry about it sitting on the floor. So that I will have more colors available this time than I had last time. So that's the Diamonds for Granny. These are my slipper soles. Well, that one's not done yet. So this is shearling sheepskin. So what a shearling is they actually shear it beforehand. So it's sheared while the sheep is still alive. So that's what makes it shorter. It's not long like the rugs that you see in the stores. And the reason for that is you don't really want your toes getting caught in it when you're trying to slip on your slippers. So this has lots of good cush to it. And the base is a suede base. So it's nice and durable. If you step in a little bit of water, your foot's not going to get wet. So those are the sheepskin ones. And then I also have just suede as well. So again, they're pre-punched by hand so that you can either, if you're a crocheter, you can crochet into them and work your slipper up. Or if you're a knitter, you can create your upper and then stitch it onto the base. So I'm trying to make sure that any craft can use these. It's not limited to crocheters. And then you saw these in the picture, but the pictures were quite quick. So these are the ornaments. I'll hold my black sleeve behind it. That might work better. So it is a crochet pattern for a star and a crochet pattern for a snowflake. So these are Christmas ornaments. Just really simple. And then I have some stitch markers as well. So these ones are the Hexie flower that were launched in May. So I don't know if, Davida, do you know how to read crochet stitch patterns?
Nope.
We need to teach you.
Somebody needs to teach me because I don't know how to do it.
So I have a,
I don't know what it means.
so if people ask you, you're like, I don't know, it's a flower.
Or
So I have a couple of different mugs and glasses and stuff that have different patterns on them. There's a variety available that's going to be in person. This one has like a metallic sheen to it. And most of these are on my website as well. So if people are not able to be at the frolic, they can order them. You can also order them ahead of time and pick up for free at the Fiber Frolic. So this is a mug, a mason jar. So you can put hot or cold in these. All of them are usable for that. So one of the other things I was going to mention is my booth at the Fiber Frolic is going to have a seating area within its booth. So my reason behind having the seating area is I will have knitting needles and crochet hooks and AliExpress knitting machines for people to play around with and try out. So if you come into my booth and you try one of the many things I'll have there for you to play around with, there'll also be yarn there for you. You can bring your own yarn if you want. Everybody that's gonna try will get one of these stitch markers just for trying. And then you'll also get to enter a giveaway. So just come and play around with the crochet hooks, the knitting needles, and the AliExpress, and you can win lots of fun things. And then you get to come chat with me in my booth.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. That's super cool. I really do want to learn how to use an ad machine because everybody just makes such cool hats with those darn things. And
Yeah, I've been cranking them out for the merch booth at the show. I've
really,
made like 23 hats in the past couple days. It's been insane.
this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, I want to do that. That's super cool.
And what's really cool is the merch ones are they all one of a kind?
Well, yeah, I
They're-
dyed them each separately after they were made.
So they're all one of a kind dyed.
Oh yeah.
You fancy.
I don't know. I try.
I found them after the fact. Okay. I love that. That's super
Yeah.
cool, you guys. Oh, so many darn things. And what booth is that going to be at?
That's in the Fiber Frolic.
The main, okay, the Fiber Frolic booth.
Yeah, I'll be there selling my own hats
I love it.
and other hats.
I love it. Oh
So-
my goodness.
The other thing I should mention, Daviter, is that you and I, this isn't our last interaction in the next little while. I have been chosen to be a designer for Crochet Fashion Week in Atlanta, Georgia. So
When you messaged me and said I'm in, I was like, what is she in? What's she talking about? She's like, I'm in the Crochet Fashion Week.
so I get to have so much fun designing some really, really cool things coming up.
I am so excited for you. And how did you find out about Crochet Fashion Week?
I think it might have been through you. Just maybe.
It was. I am so excited for you. I'm so happy for your business and the way that it is growing and expanding and just, all the things. Continue to do all the things. You are definitely an inspiration. How did you even get started? Like, I know you went through your presentation, but now the Daviter interview. How did you even get started? Like, what was the catalyst?
So I don't sit still. And so I was a hairstylist before I had kids. So I was constantly using my hands and being upright and moving and talking and going from that to being at home with a little one under the age of 1 and being like, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. I need to physically be doing something with my hands. That made me pick up the crochet hook. Like I said, I did maybe 2 or 3 things before that. Like I crocheted my husband a scarf and I crocheted maybe a hat before that, but I don't really do anything ahead of time. It's like, oh, I'm going to design something. Okay, let's do it. Like, so the first time I crocheted a cardigan was me designing a cardigan. The first time me crocheting a bag was me designing a bag. Like I go about it like it's a challenge and I want to conquer it. So I started out right away doing garments and doing size inclusive garments because why not? Like, I really want anybody to be able to pick up my pattern and make it. So a lot of my patterns go from baby size up to 3XLs, like, or 5XL, they go up to 5XL. So it's a wide range of sizing and it takes a lot of time to grade and make sure that they all will fit the sizes properly, but it's worth it in the end. So that if somebody messages me and is like, well, do you have this size? I can say, yes, I do. It's kind of nice that way.
I love it.
Yeah. And I've kind of played around with using different stitches to create texture, but still keeping it very simple that it's not an advanced pattern. Somebody that knows how to crochet the basic stitches should be able to crochet 90% on my patterns.
Nice.
Like the pattern itself doesn't have to be super foxy to be simple. The stitch pattern just has to make it easy for people to follow along. Yeah.
I love it. And I think it's so interesting. I know I've said this, y'all who are back again. Children have been the reason that many of us have started crocheting or knitting or felting or whatever. Like, it's the kids. Like, either we need something to keep us busy because they're boring us to death because they're tiny and they can't do anything but poop and eat, or it's because we want to make them something. It's amazing that it's the kids that get us into this. It's craziness. So that's super cool. And I love it. Now, what made, well, you said that you wanted a good slipper, so that's why you said, okay, I'll just make soles. Like,
Yeah. I decided to go and source out suede and source out sheepskin. And the first time I cut into sheepskin and suede, I'm just like, this is expensive. Like, I'm cutting into a whole hide. This better work.
yeah. Wow. Where do you source your products from? Are they all Canadian or?
So we actually have 2 local leather shops that I do most of my sourcing through. So yeah, they are Canadian owned shops.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's super cool. And it's back to the sheep. Like y'all are keeping the sheep doing what they do. And I love it. I think it's so cool. So kudos to you. I'm here trying to make a doll head. I'm trying to learn how to braid on. I'm gonna figure it out. But I'm just so excited. I know that everyone is looking forward to coming and hanging out at your booth. You have all the cool things going on there. Y'all go and visit Crafty Bones when you get to the Edmonton Fiber Frolic so that you could try the Addy machine and you can see all the amazing things she has, t-shirts and long sleeve shirts and stitch markers and ornaments and stuff upon stuff upon stuff, anything that you want. It seems like she has it at her booth. So go and check it out and hang out with Leanna. Yeah. Super duper exciting, everybody. What else we got going on here?
Oh,
Leanna has started a new project. What is this that you're making now? Not Shannon, Sydney.
yeah, Sydney, what are you working on?
What are you working on now? That is not what you were working on the other day. What is
This is the other test knit that I have to do. So I don't know if you can see it, if it's gonna pop up on the camera or not, but it's a herringbone.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
that's cool. Is it difficult?
It's taking forever.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like it would.
It's a really slow stitch.
Does it use a lot of yarn?
I think so. I haven't
Yeah.
really noticed.
Yep, all the yarn. So what about the others? I think you were working on a sweater. Did you finish it?
No.
Okay.
Um,
When are these things due, my lovely Sydney?
end of November on the same day. I've cast off the bottom of the sweater. I have the neck halfway done, and now I'm on Sleeve Island. Yeah.
Sleeve Island. That's hilarious. Sydney, who are you looking for? Are you going to the frolic?
Yes.
Okay. Who are you looking forward to hanging out with?
Oh God, so many. I'm working Curious Fox Fibers booth for a few hours on Sunday. So I'm really excited that I get to pretend I make things. And I'm really excited to meet, I wasn't here when she was on, but the Long Way Homestead. I've been following that farm for I think almost a year now.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to meet them and get my hands on some of their lovely local wool.
Yeah.
And Crux Fibers, who she's out of Yukon, I think, one of the territories. So I'm really excited to meet her too, because I know a lot of her yarn also comes from Alberta and is like sourced from local farms. So I'm very excited to get my hands on some of that too.
Oh, so cool. You guys are so stinking lucky. Who are you looking forward to hanging out with, Leanna?
Well, it's hard when you're a vendor. I'm like, I want to take all the workshops. I want to go to all the booths. So I actually have my younger sister helping me in my booth. So I might get a chance to sneak out for little pockets of time here and there. But yeah, it's hard when you're a vendor.
True. That's true. I forgot about that. They should have like little moments where you guys can swap and like check out everybody else's booth for a little while and then head back over to yours, like as things are set up. If once you're finished setting up, like it should be like vendor, I don't know, some sort of like vendor.
Get like a vendor hour before everything opens.
Yeah, like you get first dibs, you're a vendor, you know, come on and check out everybody else's booth and buy their stuff. That is,
I know, I'm so excited because I get to go shopping for yarn for Crochet Fashion Week stuff. So I get to like pick different colors and textures, and I get to play around with a bunch of stuff, which it's really exciting.
you guys are so lucky. Like I was saying when we first started, I again learned so much, but just got to watch and see all this yummy yarn that is going to be at the Fiber Frolic. I'm like, man, such bright, beautiful colors and all the different textures. And I'm just like, I want to jump through the screen and take it all. I want it all.
And I've seen most of it in person, and camera just doesn't do it justice.
I know it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
I know. So oh my goodness gracious. I am just so, I'm telling you, I am going to plan to make my way there. When is the next one? May?
In May.
In May?
Yeah.
And the weather is nice in May, right? It's not cold. I'm not going to freeze my tuchus off.
No, it's spring by then.
Spring? Okay. Yeah, I definitely.
Hopefully, yes. It could snow.
Oh no, really?
But it's not a freezing cold snow like our winter.
Like it is right now.
Yeah.
Cold?
As a fellow American, last time I visited was in end of May / beginning of June for the last frolic, and it was a little chilly, but it wasn't bad.
Okay. Okay.
And Kylie, what is it now?
More outside.
Freezing cold. Oh man.
It snowed November 1st hit and it was winter. It snowed and got real cold.
Yeah, literally the day that I landed on my plane, I get here and then that night and the next day, immediately snow everywhere.
Man.
Most snow I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is something else. Yeah, weather here, like when was that? Tuesday? It was like 74 degrees in November. I was like, this is weird. It was nice, but it was so weird. 74 is pretty warm. I don't know what
I was
that
very
is.
happy for that weather in Chicago.
I know you were. I know you were. Oh my goodness.
We had spring jackets on.
I tell you, I am like, I'm not ready for winter. Like, it's funny working with yarn, you know, people are always like, oh, you must be excited for the cold weather. You get to make hats and scarves. I'm like, yeah, not really. I don't like the cold like that. Like, I like to make the things, but I don't want to be in the elements like that. Ooh, not fun. What inspired you to do the pattern though? Like, what was, you know, what made you look at them and say, you know what, this is really beautiful. I'm going to print this on t-shirts.
So I think it was when I started actually reading the charts more than just reading the patterns. So I started making charts to go along with some of my patterns that I'd written and realized that it mimics what you're crocheting. Like the pattern in the chart looks like what you're crocheting. Like it's in its own way, it's almost like a blueprint of the pattern. And I'm like, nobody really knows what these are. Like our grandmas and everybody, that's what it used to be, is you would crochet by charts. And then they got to the point where it's now more crochet with the wording or crochet along with the YouTube video. Some people crochet and never see a chart. Like they don't know that these symbols represent something. So I just started playing around with them, and I realized that the t-shirts that people were putting out there, like with the words or with the pictures, or like, I wanted something that represented me a little bit more. And it caused people to ask, what is that? Right? Like I have people come up to me, oh, it's kind of a cool flower. What is that? And I can then explain, well, it's actually a crochet chart that shows you how to do it. And it's to a lot of people, it's circles and lines, and that's all. But to the crafting community, they know what it is.
Yeah, it's like I know what it is, but I still don't quite know how to read it. Like I don't know how to look at it and visualize the stitches. Whereas when I read the words, I'm like, okay, I know what, I know what a SC is. I know what a DC is. I know what those things are. But I don't know. I think this is a double crochet. It's a T with a slash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the oval is a what?
Is a chain.
A chain.
And either the plus sign or the X's are single crochets.
Okay. I'm gonna use a pattern when what would you a chart? That's what you call it?
Chart. Yeah.
I'm gonna figure out a chart because they have a lot of those. I've seen a lot of I think it's maybe Japanese or Chinese patterns, and they don't have the words, they only have the chart. And I'm like, well, that's beautiful, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with that.
Well, and you can look up, there can be a chart guide that shows you this symbol means this thing. So there are guides with them, so you know what the symbols mean.
Does knit have the same thing? Does knit have charts?
We have charts. They don't look like that though. It looks like a graph. Yeah. So it's usually for color work or for like if you have like a lace work or something. The color work's just more showing you where each color goes, but then the lace work will have symbols that mean a different, usually like you're slipping a stitch or something like that.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. This has been enlightening as usual. I am so thankful that you were able to come on and join on the last night of the virtual edition of the Fiber Frolic. Thank you for thinking of me, for even suggesting me to Holly. That was just such a kind gesture. And I really do appreciate it because I've been telling everybody I'm international now.
You are. And it's Davida, it's been so nice having you. Like you do need to come. You do need to come in May. Like if you can.
I want to so bad. I have to figure it out. I have to figure out all the logistics and all of that stuff. But it just sounds like such a great time. And just by being here and having these conversations and being in the same room with all of you has opened me up to so much, helped me learn so much about Canada, to be quite honest. I was telling Pam today when we were live, like, you only, as an American, a New Yorker specifically, you only think about the places that they talk about, Ontario and Quebec. And like, you don't think, I've never heard of Edmonton. I've never heard of Edmonton. But because of you all, now I know about so much more and all the amazing things that Canada has to offer, especially when it comes to the fiber arts. I'm looking at this store, the Yarn Divas store, and then I'm thinking about ancient,
Ancient arts.
Ancient art store. And I'm like, now these are just two stores that I've seen so far. Is this the norm in Canada? Because these spaces are incredible. Like, is this the norm? No, this is a question. It's not like, is this the norm?
I've been in a lot all over the country and they're all like fabulous. Like they're all really nice.
Holy smokes. I'm like, I need this in my life. Like seeing those ladies sitting in the circle knitting together. Like I need this in my life. I have great friends who are really involved in crochet. And one young lady, she has a group, they go to the library on Tuesday nights, to crochet together, and they work on different projects together. And it's awesome. But I'm like, nothing compares to these shops you all have. Like this, am I alone? Is anybody watching?
For real. Anytime I come up to Canada, it's a totally different world. Everything is so different. And they don't teach you that when you're living in the States. Literally, people will ask, I'll tell people I'm going to Canada for vacation for like a month. And they'll be like, oh, where in Canada? I say Edmonton. I don't know where that is. It's in Alberta. Where's that?
Where's that?
It's
Yeah.
it's the middle. That's the conversation every time. They ask where, but they never know where the places are, so it's a completely meaningless question.
Yeah, like I said, when I was talking to Pam earlier today, I just felt like such a dodo because I'm like, it's a whole country, Davida. Like, why are you thinking about it like this little bitty place? It's not, it's a whole country. So I just, you have to get, when you're not introduced to things, you don't know, right? And I don't like for ignorance to be bliss because it's not. I want to be educated and I want to educate people that I talk to, just like when they were teaching us and telling us about the different sheep and the different fibers and the uses. And this sheep has really soft fur, not fur, what's it called? They don't got fur, they got, what the sheep got?
Well,
And this sheep has rough wool, and like you have to mix it with this, and you have to do this, and you can't do. I was really floored because I didn't know, and I am really appreciative just for the education that I've gotten over the last 9 days, to be completely honest. And now I'm exposed and I'm open to it, and I can have these conversations and talk about the different. Well, I ain't gonna talk about different kinds of sheep because too many. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of sheep in Canada and all around the world. But yeah, this has been really enlightening. It truly has been. I'm not just saying that, I really mean it. And I hope that everyone is going to participate in the different workshops that are happening at the Fiber Frolic, because if you are working with these fibers, you need to know about them. You need to know where they come from. You need to know, sustainability. Was it yesterday that they were talking about, if you use this particular wool, you can compost it. If the yarn is no longer good and you can't, make something else with it, compost it and it'll just go back to the earth. I'm like, this is amazing. You don't think about these things. So yeah, I could gush all night long if y'all haven't noticed. I just, whenever I learn something new, I'm just like, holy smokes, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's the same thing every time I come up here to stay with Holly. It's a whole different, suddenly I feel the need to learn how to crochet and how to make yarn. And those are things that never interested me before.
I'm telling you, I would have never known that there was a name for putting two pieces of yarn fibers together. I didn't know that. I learned the word marling. See, and it came, even though I couldn't remember what it was. But anyway. Yeah, I'm really excited. And I hope that people are looking forward to this amazing show. How many vendors are there now? Does anybody know? It's a lot.
I think there's over 50 for sure, I think.
I know it's a lot. It's a lot.
The answer is a lot.
A lot of vendors, a lot of yarn, project bags, shoes, slipper soles, bag soles or bottoms. What you call them? Bag bottoms? Bag bottoms, not soles.
Bases.
Y'all know it's getting late, right? And my mind is just like, hoo-hoo, one little cuckoo. I mean, all kinds of things, you all kinds. Erin, one of the young ladies who's worked on these huge blankets and stuff, like they're going to be ready-made pieces there that you can buy. Tapestry, you can learn how to weave. Like, what? People are going to have spinning wheels there, y'all. Spinning wheels, like from Sleeping Beauty. You prick your finger. Spinning wheels.
Yeah.
66 vendors. I just counted.
66. That's impressive.
This is why I got a 2-day pass.
There's no way you can go and see 66 vendors in one day. So what are the hours for the Fiber Frolic? What are the hours?
Saturday is 10 to 6
Mhm.
and Sundays 10 to 4.
Okay. So you can hang out
I should have
all,
done that, but I didn't.
you can hang out all day. Are tickets still available or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So tickets will be available even at the door,
Oh,
but you want to buy ahead of time. You
Yes.
want to buy before Friday at 6 p.m. because you have 10 chances to win a swag bag if you pre-buy
Y'all
your ticket.
see the swag. Y'all must not have seen the swag bag. When did she show the swag bag? Wednesday, I think?
Tuesday.
Last week?
Yeah, Wednesday last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. As the person who put together the swag bags, they're pretty great. You want one of them. I was quite
Nice.
jealous.
Those bags are the bee's knees. Sorry. I'm so corny. Those bags are incredible. I mean, it has mini skeins and stitch markers and a project bag, and I'm just
Yeah.
going down memory. Like, it has some pretty snazzy things in there. So
There's so much stuff stuffed into them. I had to like actually work to make sure that you could see all the individual things in it.
wow.
The guilds are also going to be at the Frolic as well, putting on demonstrations. So I don't know them all. I know the Modern Quilt Guild will be there because my friend is the ex-president, and the Weavers Guild is going to be there too. And I'm assuming there's others.
Man, listen, y'all better take full advantage of this Fiber Frolic. When was the last one in person?
May.
So it's November and it's that time of year. So make sure that you come ready with your pockets loaded and some empty bags so you can fill them up and support all the vendors who are coming out. You know, most of these people are hand dyeing their own yarn. Like, you're actually going to see the people who touch these products. That's pretty cool. Like, Leanna just said that she hand punches the holes in the bottoms of the slipper. Like, a person is doing this. It's not being done by a machine. And so, you know, when you get there, be prepared to really spend some money. It's going to be worth it, though. Like, it's going to be worth it. If I was there, my husband wouldn't let me come back home.
You're going to have to bring an extra suitcase.
Woman, what is all this yarn? And then, you know, I'm going to look at the yarn and say, it's too pretty. I can't use it. I have to put it away. What's wrong with you? But don't be like me. Go get yarn, make presents for people, you know, make gifts for the babies and heirlooms for family members. Like, be inspired by everything you see. Again, so many amazing people will be there. And I know that some folks are going to have patterns at their booths to give you inspiration. What we got?
Susanna wanted to point out that Australia is bigger than the US. So we're not a small country.
Yeah. No. Australia, Canada is pretty big too. I don't know where that is, but yeah, super excited for everyone who is going to be there. And like I said, please tag me at Mrs. DeVita on Instagram so that I can see all the cool things that you are picking up. I wanna see the booths. I never can say that word, y'all. I want to see where the vendors are. I want to see folks' tables set up. I want to see all of it. Like, I want to see all of it. So you all, hopefully somebody is going to go live from the Frolic so that I can see what's going on. Like,
I was just about to say, I can live stream and walk around, but I can guarantee you be the only person watching.
to do it. I just take videos and post it. Just let me see. I want to live vicariously through all of You guys. Oh, we're supposed to have a trunk show by Jessica from Baa-realis Fiber at, I don't even know what time it is anymore. At
In about 14
8:30
minutes.
time, in a couple of minutes. So don't go away if you're still here hanging out. Don't go away because she's coming on to show all of her wares that she's going to have at the Fiber Frolic. What else can we talk about, y'all? Because I just been yapping. I like to yap every now and again. Where in the US are you from, my lovely? Tell me your name again. I'm so sorry.
Kylie or Kai, depending on,
Hi.
yeah.
Okay.
But I am from the just south of Portland in Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. All right. And you coming and hanging out with Holly. You're gonna help her at the frolic. That's so cool. Always
oh
help,
yeah.
help, honey.
I've been coming up to visit Holly for years. Because the whole rest of our family lives in Oregon.
Mm.
So she's the one you have to travel for.
The lone Canadian.
Man, way
It's
nice
so
to
much
live
fun
in
to come up
Missouri.
here too. Because
Say it
I'm a figure skater. So coming to a place where there's actually ice it's very convenient.
again. A figure skater. Now
Oh, yeah.
that's cool. How long have you been figure skating? I just asked all.
Let me think. Since summer of last year, so just over a year, maybe almost a year and a half.
Mm-hmm. That is
Yeah.
a really physical sport. Like it
is. I have a lot of muscle. You just
yeah,
can't tell.
yeah. Skating it takes no, seriously, like having the balance and all of that stuff, like you have to have a really good core and all that, right?
Oh yeah, I've gained like 15, 20 pounds of muscle.
That's
It's
impressive.
insane.
Have you got to go to Victoria? I think it's Victoria Park that has like the ice rink through the forest near downtown.
I haven't. To my knowledge, it hasn't opened yet, and this is actually my first time not visiting in the summer.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to open soon because it's -2 freaking cold. Because it's really cool to skate. There's a lot of outdoor rinks here, which is really nice.
I'm really excited for them to start opening up. I'm just gonna be out skating. You won't see me here in the house. I will be on the ice 24/7 until I can't feel my feet no more.
Oh boy. That's some goal to have there.
Depending on how cold it is, that's real quick.
Oh, okay. Does it really get that cold, you guys? Oh,
You can get frostbite in less than 5 minutes right now.
gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
So
in Fahrenheit right now, it's my phone, it's 4 degrees out, but it's been like -10
wait a minute. Wait,
for the past couple of days.
don't just gloss over that. How many degrees in Fahrenheit?
Yeah,
Cool.
for reference for Canadian people, 32 degrees is freezing in Fahrenheit.
And also
So-
-40 Fahrenheit and -40 Celsius are the same thing. And it gets that cold.
Yeah, it
What do
does.
you all do? Like, how do you
You stay inside.
Like crochet.
Holy, -4 degrees. What do the kids do about school? No school, right? You can't go outside in that.
Oh, they
No,
still
they
have
just-
school.
Yeah.
Yeah, people here have just learned to adapt and to just drive anyway.
Okay, no, that's not
It's funny, the roads are just white.
okay. For my
And then as you
research,
get to the more populated roads, they're brown slush. But
no, thank you. -4? No, please be careful out there as you go to the Fiber Frolic. Now, don't let the weather keep y'all away. Put on all the layers and all the gloves and the mittens and all the things. the heating, what do you call the heating things that you put inside your gloves that keep them put on, and do all of those things so that you can come out and see these amazing and fabulous vendors. So our guest is here, Jessica from Baa-realis Fiber. Am I saying it?
Hello. Baa-realis.
See, I knew I was gonna do it all wrong. I'm doing me. Welcome to our
Thank you.
show. It is your moment to talk about all the amazing products you're going to have at your vending.
Well, first of all, hello. Davida, I've been watching you all week, so I feel like we know each other already. I've also learned a lot this week. It's been really fun just watching everybody come through and taking tours of places and seeing everybody's things, and it's been lots of fun. I've been enjoying it.
Yes,
So.
well, let us know who you are, what you do, and what you are bringing to the frolic. And I'm gonna mute myself so I don't keep yapping.
No, you can chat. It's okay. I do better chatting than presenting anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not actually coming. Well, I'm going to the frolic, but not as a vendor. I'm just I wasn't there this year. I honestly wasn't even going to do the online thing, and then Leanna talked me into it. So but all for good reasons. I've just been busy, and I've got 4 little kids, and the littlest one just turned 1.
Oh my.
So I'm a nurse. In Canada, you celebrate your baby's first birthday by going back to work. We get a year of mat leave, which is fantastic. Amazing. But now I'm going back to work this coming week. So I purposefully I had a couple of big projects, big yarn projects this month, and so I'm doing the fiber frolic, and then I've got to go back to work. So all of that to say, I'm going to the fiber frolic just to go shopping and to enjoy.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm going to be giving everyone else my money.
All right. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Now, well, she has you on for a reason. So tell us about what you do. What you have.
Okay, so I am a yarn dyer. First and foremost, actually, I'm a knitter. I've been a knitter as long as I can remember. One of my earliest memories as a kid is I'm Dutch, so my grandmother is my oma. And I remember sitting on my oma's lap and looking through her little, she had a little yogurt container of knitting notions. And I remember it was just the best thing to sit on her lap and go through her little knitting notion container. She had a second yogurt container right next to it that had Smarties in it. So, between the two, it's what else can you need? What else you need? Like knitting stuff and chocolate. You got what you need.
I love it.
Pretty great. I've got a lot of knitters in my extended family. Nobody in my family, but in my extended family, lots of knitters and quilters and crocheters and crafters of all sorts. So, yeah, I years ago, before I had kids, I had an Etsy shop that I sold knit items and items that I had sewn and things like that. Mm-hmm. And then when I had my first baby, I had no time, and I shut that down, and I just said, I don't have time to do this. Mm-hmm. The classic first baby, it just took over everything. Mm-hmm. Second baby, seemed easier. We thought we should get some groceries in the house. Other than that, we're good. Third baby, let's buy a camping trailer. My husband had a whole week off work. Let's go camping. It's supposed to snow this week. Doesn't matter. Let's go anyway. That was kind of And fourth baby, let's start a business. I have a whole year off. Let's start a new craft and start a business. I don't know. I have no explanation for what happened there.
Wow.
I have 2 sort of best fiber friends. We have a little chat thread. We talk throughout the day all about knitting and fiber and always sending pictures. These ladies have been amazing. One of them had always talked about dyeing, and I kind of picked up on her talking about dyeing, and I said, I think I'm gonna just do it. I think I'm gonna try it and get started. And I think as most dyers learn quite quickly, you can dye a lot of yarn very quickly. Like way more than you can fit in a house. So I set up an Etsy shop and people started buying, and I started dyeing more and more and more, and it blew up faster than I could have imagined. And now I am doing it. I mean, I delayed going back to work because I am too busy with yarn to go back to go to work. So that's been kind of fun. It's been really fun watching it grow and explode. And yeah, my husband has been super supportive. My kids love doing it. I actually, the very first time I ever pan dyed yarn, I did it with my kids. We just did it with food coloring to start, and we dyed some yarn to make hats for their teachers for gifts last year.
Aww.
And the kids loved it. I loved it. The teachers loved it. And we just thought, you know what, let's keep going. Let's do this. So, yeah, let me tell you about one of the projects I've been working on, because my whole life, the last, I don't know, month or so, has been about knitted gnomes. And I'm sure you've heard about knitted gnomes. Davida, you have no idea how big of a thing this is up here.
Wow.
There's so many. So they're everywhere. In the knitted world, there's kind of one lady who does these huge knitted gnome-alongs. She calls them gnome-alongs. It's a mystery gnome. She has a pattern. She doesn't tell you what it is. Her name is Sarah Shira from Imagine Landscapes. And these things are huge, like 4,000 or 5,000 people knit these gnomes along with her each time. Huge.
Wow.
Anyways, so she always has different featured dyers, and they do it sort of by location. So this year in Canada, there is 2 dyers. It's Ancient Arts, which I know you already met this week, Caroline, and then myself. So I have been going crazy with the gnomes.
Wow. Congratulations to you.
It was pretty exciting. So I'm going to show you the gnome kits that I've been working on. I hope you can see them okay. So, and these are all available in my shop. There's a chat that has a link to my shop, I think. Is that true? Yeah.
Everybody
Okay. Otherwise, just follow the links. Go to my website. It'll take you where you need to go if you're interested in any of them. But okay, so I've got this is my #1 bestseller. It's called Buffalo Plaid. And there's a couple of different reds, gray, black. And the fun thing I've done with each of these is put them on a different, on a special base. So this one's on a black tweed base, which just makes it like nice and rustic, very Canadian. This one is definitely my bestseller. I was actually interested earlier this week. You had, was it Kim from Ginger Snap?
Yeah.
She was saying her Buffalo Plaid is her bestseller as well. Yeah. So interesting. Let's see, I just dropped the other one. This is my next bestseller. This one's called Winterberry.
Oh, pretty.
This one has a silver sparkle to it. It's a little hard to see on camera, but anyways, that one's a lot of fun. And then I've got, this one is called Golden New Year. This one has a gold sparkle to it. These have been going so fast. I honestly, Davida, all week I've been sitting and watching you while I pack orders all evening long. This is the
I love it.
Turn on Holly and Davida and just pack orders all night. Here's another one. This is called Merry Gnomes Miss.
Oh,
really classic Christmas colors.
Yes.
And then this one is called Papa Gnome, and it's just your very classic gnome colors, that like blue, red.
So cool.
And this one is on a tweed base as well, a colored tweed. So I also have those ones available just as like Christmas sets. Lots of people have been buying them just as to make Christmas socks or Christmas ornaments or whatever. Here's my, I was trying really hard to knit up some gnomes before tonight, and I almost got there. They don't have arms though.
Wow.
So this isn't the pattern for this gnome along, because that one has not been released yet. So I'm not giving anything away. This is the pattern from the last one. Okay. So I've got the Buffalo Plaid guy and then Golden New Year guy. They'll have arms. They will have arms, but I couldn't get there. You know how it is with kids, right?
Well, I do. How long does it take you to crochet a gnome?
Well, these
Sorry,
ones are
to knit
knit.
a gnome. Sorry.
I started these ones November 1st. And these are, it's kind of the fastest I've ever done them. They usually, the gnome alongs go for about, I don't know, a couple weeks. The Advent one goes for 4 weeks.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Those are
Okay.
so cool.
Let's see. I have a couple other things from my shop to show you.
Yes.
Okay, so this is one that has done really well. You'll notice I do a lot of mini sets. I find them so fun. Everybody just finds them so, like, they're eye candy, right? You just see them, you think, oh, that looks like so much fun. So this one is called All the Spring Flowers.
Oh, yes.
Great. I do it also. So this is in 20-gram minis and also in the 10 grams.
Look out.
So, and you can get them, yeah, in different sizes and stuff. This one actually is on a BFL base. Any of the things in my shop I can do on the BFL. I know you've heard about BFL a lot this week.
I'm telling you, all the
strong,
sheep.
right? So it's not quite as soft, but it's really strong. So really great for like socks and things like that. So that's one that does really well. I sell a lot of that. And then these ones I just have a whole lot of fun playing with the color. This is really why I do it. I love playing with the color. I love experimenting with different things. I don't think I'm ever going to be a dyer who does this full time and just does repeatable colorways over and over and over. I love trying the new things. So here's one. So I love putting these ones go in a pan. And then I just sort of fade from one color through a bunch of other colors.
I love
these
that.
ones I have on the website. You can order a custom amount of these. So you can match it to a specific pattern. So lots of patterns call for either 10 different colors or 12 different colors. And some of them need 10 grams of each. Some of them need 20 grams of each. So I have these listed as you can put in the number of skeins you want, the size of the skeins you want, and then you just get the yarn that you need for your specific pattern.
Very cool.
Which is kind of fun because then you don't have to waste them. You don't have to try and make them fit when they don't. So yeah, and then I just kind of play around with the colors, and I love doing custom ones of these. A lot of times people say, I love these colors. Can you make me a set in these colors? And I'm happy to do custom orders because it's fun. I love talking with my customers. I've done wholesale orders, and they're fun, but it takes away the personal side of it, right? I do what I do just for the fun of it, for interacting with people and creating art. And when I talk to the people that are buying the yarn, then they send me pictures of the things they make and things like that. It's a lot more fun. So, yeah. And then I also have just a lot of these I have just 5 skein fade sets in lots of different colors, and I do custom colors as well for people because a lot of patterns ask for these. And there's a lot of patterns or socks or whatever. Color work yokes on sweaters, things like that. So I have a lot of colors of these, and yeah, I've got lots of other stuff too, but I don't need to show you everything.
It's your trunk show, so show away. Show away. What you got?
Yeah. So that's kind of what I have to show you.
Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, thank you for coming and hanging out and showing all your lovely stuff with us.
Yeah.
So,
I should tell you where the name comes from, because then if you can't pronounce it, then that means you haven't figured out where it comes from. The Northern Lights.
Say it again.
Baa-realis fiber.
Baa-realis. Okay.
Baa-realis fiber. Yeah. The Northern Lights are called the Aurora Borealis. So when probably right around the time of that the pandemic started, I got really into the science of the Aurora Borealis. and watching space weather data and trying to interpret all of it and what it means and all of this nerdy stuff. You know, we all have our things we get into. And about half of a year into the pandemic, my husband and I bought an acreage outside of the city. So now we live outside the city. We've got land, we've got space, and we're away from the city lights. Now we can watch the northern lights from our backyard. And it's so fantastic. So, you know, my kids love it too. So I go scoop them out of their beds in the middle of the night and we go outside. It's most often cold. So we get into our snowsuits and we get hot chocolate and we go sit out there.
4 degrees.
I gotta tell you, Davina, I have been outside in -45 watching the lights, and that's about the same Fahrenheit and Celsius. I didn't stay long, but I was out there, and so were my kids.
Y'all are made different. You have to be made different to live in that kind of extreme weather.
I think so. I think so. Anyways, so we I love the Aurora. That was something that we were trying to figure out, like, okay, what should we name this business? I wanted it to be something that is not super common so that I wouldn't get into any copyright issues or anything like that. So I actually posted a thread on Ravelry and just said, like, hey, can anyone think of a name for us? And you know, listed a bunch of things about our family and where we're from and where, you know, the kind of things we enjoy doing and stuff. And the very first comment, somebody said Baa-realis, but she had like 7 or 8 A's in there. And then her comment under that was, I'll see myself out. Like that was such a terrible suggestion. I'm out. I'm sorry for even saying it. And right away, I was just like, that's it. That's fantastic. That's so great.
Oh, yay.
So she was so shocked that we took her suggestion and, but she was thrilled with it. So we took out about 5 of the A's though. What a nightmare for trying to find websites and stuff, right? So
yeah.
Anyways, that's the story behind the name there.
Well, that's cool. I love an origin story. So that's really cool.
Here's the origin story.
Yeah, I love an origin story. That is super cool. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us and letting us see all your beautiful yarn and the super cute gnomes. I even see the ones behind you. They're super cute.
That's the whole troop of them.
What is the deal with the gnomes though? Like,
they're here, and as you can see, those ones I knit all before I became a dyer. I don't know, they're just fun. They live up on my mantle in the fireplace upstairs, and the kids play with them all the time. And
interesting. I'll have to know.
I have no explanation for it other than it's just fun. It's pure fun.
Love it.
Actually have Holly in the live chat on the YouTube making very sure that we talk about the gnomes. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the gnome kits.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Yes,
I actually have also in the shop another a crochet gnome kit as well.
Can we talk about that one then? Because
we can, but I don't have it here because Holly has them all right now.
Oh,
I'll give it a second.
I need to get
Holly has them, so I can't show you them. I don't have any here. But I made a gnome kit for a fall gnome kit. It also has a tweed base. It has some pumpkins that go with it. It's super cute. You can see it if you go to my website.
Okay.
But there's a crochet kit for it. So
I have to check it out for sure. I need to get my gnome life on.
There you go. Get your gnome life on. Talk to Holly because I don't have any of them right now. She's got them all.
Okay. All right.
Behind me.
I'll let you off.
She said. I think she said she's looking for him.
Looking for him.
Punch me in a bat.
Are they supposed to be there?
Yes, they're here somewhere.
It's a set of 7 minis, oranges and browns. It's like fall colors. All right. Holly's got a lot of things on her mind right now.
She messaged me like, David, I can't. I'm like, I got you.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. I can't even imagine the amount of details that she has for this coming week.
Yeah.
No,
She's
That's
holding it
not it.
together pretty well, though, it seems so far.
Yeah, I would have lost it by now. Like, what
Oh.
am I doing?
Well, she was talking earlier this week about other people who were saying, like, I don't want to run the fiber frolic. I just want to dye yarn. I don't want to do that. I just want to dye yarn. And I was like, you know what? That's me. I don't want to organize all that stuff. I just want to dye the yarn and knit the yarn. And
Well,
yeah,
thankfully, we have somebody who was willing to do it, because if she
Right?
didn't, you know,
I
then
know.
you guys wouldn't have anything to go to. So kudos and shout out to Holly. Woohoo!
You can do it, Holly. It'll be over in a few days.
Girl, it's gonna work out. It's gonna be fabulous. And next week, when you sit back and think about all that we went through to get to that point, it'll be worth it. So
Yeah, but then the week after that, she has to start planning the spring one.
let's at least give her a week. Get herself together.
Yeah.
Woo! That's a lot of work. Planning is no joke, man.
Oh, man.
Leanna, what you doing? You donning a sock?
Leanna's getting cozy.
I love it when we can never find the unmute.
no, I was on the wrong screen. No,
Where's
I'm making Christmas ornament hats.
Oh,
So it's gonna turn into a hat for a Christmas tree.
oh, I can't wait to see that.
That was on I just made it on my
Oh, I want to try that this weekend, Leanna.
come to my booth. I'll have both sizes set up.
Perfect. I'll be there.
Are those things that fast? Like,
Yeah.
so jealous.
Like, yeah,
And it's-
I've often wondered how those things work, so I'm really interested
Yeah,
to see.
same.
Fun to
Do-
try.
Sydney, do knitters like those things or dislike them? Honest. The adding.
Sorry.
You guys knitters like those machines or dislike them?
I know some people use them. I haven't used one. It depends. I would say it's like a different thing.
Yeah.
I know if you have like a proper knitting machine, they're like a whole skill set in themselves, and they're kind of terrifying.
I know.
And it's a different thing, right? Because
Good.
knitting it's such a like tactical thing, right? It's the motions, like and it's soothing and it's comforting and it's just sitting there and doing the same repetitive motion over and over and over and over. It's a different thing on a knitting machine, I would imagine, right? I've heard that people talk about like process knitters versus product knitters. There's people who enjoy the process and are there to try and, you know, just for the process, just for the pure enjoyment of it. And then others are doing it because they want the end result. I'm a process knitter. Very much. It's the act of actually knitting. That's
It's a
fun.
mix. I want the thing, but I enjoy the process.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great way to think about it. Process knitter versus, what was the other one?
Project I think that's what it is. Project,
Ooh,
end result. I don't know. They
I
want
like
the thing.
That's a cool concept, you know, when you think about it.
I'm a
Did you-
process knitter. That's why I always have at least like 8 to 10. Oh, she found it. There it is. There's your
Ooh.
crochet kit.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at those colors.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty.
So the two on the end that make the pumpkin, the white one and the orange one, those ones are a baby alpaca tweed.
Ooh, that's these two.
Yeah. And then the other ones are kind of a dip dye. The gray and the rust colored ones are a dip dye, so they'll be nice and variegated. Yeah.
Very, very.
You worked hard finding that.
So they were a massive box.
There you go.
Well, thank you for finding them. I appreciate it, Kai.
There's a lot of yarn in this room.
I believe she said the other day that she has a whole walk-in closet full of yarn.
Oh my gosh, she really does.
I have a walk-in closet here too. But
It's her yarn closet.
I don't know if I should turn my camera and show you. There's so much yarn here.
You can't say that and then not show it. You gotta show it now.
Okay, but the yarn, most of the yarn here, I'm just looking. Well, some I stashed behind there, and the other stuff is stashed under the desk, and the other stuff is stashed in the other bedroom. That's all the yarn I've dyed. Let's see. Can I show you? This is just, that's my yarn.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't, there's a lot. It's everywhere. It's on the floor. It's everywhere. These gnomes have been just taking up every moment. So there's stuff everywhere.
That's so cool, you guys.
But
so
I'm not going to take the camera around my house and show you all the other.
Oh no, we'd be looking for forever because I'm sure it's everywhere.
I even have one of those beds that has the drawers underneath, and the drawer on my side is completely full of just project bags and ongoing projects and yeah.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it.
I'm not the only one. I can say this knowing that almost every single person watching this is saying, yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Except maybe like my parents who are watching tonight, they don't have their house full of yarn, but everybody else.
My house
Everyone
is
else
full
is
of
not.
yarn. It's just full of all the tools to use with the yarn.
Same thing, Leanna. Except I think actually the tools are more expensive.
They are. I have a 45-inch floor loom that takes up my entire workspace.
Ooh. Holy moly.
Well, then I'll be over soon because I want to use that.
It's so sad. It barely gets touched because I have no time.
Yeah.
But it's so meditative because the floor loom, it's like you're walking on the pedals and you're throwing your shuttle back and forth, and it's like a metronome. Like it's just so relaxing.
Yeah.
How many crafts do you have, ma'am?
A lot.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Same, Leanne. It's okay.
There's no judgment here.
You are not alone. Trust me, you are not alone.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness, Sydney. I too have a large table loom plus 3 sewing machines and a bunch of fabric and yarn and a spinning wheel. Holy moly.
I don't have a loom or a spinning wheel yet, so I'm behind.
You gotta catch up.
I gotta catch up. I do actually have my very first loom project that I'm going to start this coming week. I've been waiting to get past the craziness of the gnomes. I think I failed to remember that I'm going back to work this week. So actually, we'll see how much time I end up having, but
What kind of loom do you have or are you using?
Oh, it's just, Leanna, actually, do you know what kind of loom it is?
It's a tapestry loom.
Oh,
It's tapestry loom.
Oh, fun.
See, I don't even know what I have. Leanna and Holly put together this kit of different fibers and things, and I'm going to try and figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done it before, but
It'll be fun.
we'll figure it out. I also have this week, I I found this, a friend of ours just adopted a 12-year-old boy. And as a sort of welcome to the family gift, I promised to make him a little crochet, or sorry, not a crochet, a cross stitch of his whole new family. And I was telling him this and he just got so excited. His face just lit up. He said, can we have the whole family? Can we put the cat on there? And how about the chicken? And how about, so anyways, I'm going to also have to be this next week figuring out how to cross stitch an entire family, including a cat and a chicken.
You can do it.
I can do
Yeah, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that YouTube can teach you anything.
right?
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
And I think once you know one craft, you can figure out the other. You know, it's a similar skill set.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of the odd one out here. I only have one sewing machine. I don't have any looms.
Me either. You're not alone. I don't have a loom. I don't have a spinning wheel.
Davida, you don't even have any sheep.
I know. I'm sheep.
Yeah, we have to pay money to go see sheep.
Where am I getting sheep from? Oh, we
But
gotta
I read one time that fiber artists are the most feral of all artists. They're the only ones that can start with like, I'm going to make a hat, to I'm going to have a herd of sheep now.
Yeah. Well, I have to say it's part of the discussion with us living out in the country now. We've got this land. Like, so do we get the sheep? I mean,
My boyfriend drunkenly told us, because we also are looking for an acreage right now. He told me after a few beers that if I want sheep, I could have sheep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've already figured out where the sheep barn goes. So the thing is I've got 4 kids and a cat and a dog. So I actually have enough things to take care of right now.
But sheep take care of itself, don't they?
Here, let me show you.
Frolic.
I'm gonna show you just a second here. This is these are the sheep that live down the road from us.
Oh, wow.
So there you go. I've got a picture of them.
Oh,
They're like
wow.
a 20-minute walk down the road. So those are the sheep that keep me company here.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how big of a deal sheep were in here. I always just assumed, it has to be like Australia or New Zealand or whatever. But like, sheep's a big deal in Canada.
It's a big deal.
But
But they're great. Have you ever hung out with one? They're pretty.
I haven't. I'm telling you, I think the last time I saw a sheep was when I was a kid and going to the petting zoo. So I need to get my sheep. I don't know what I want to call it. Sheep time.
They're pretty good at snuggling, actually.
Where you can hang out with all the animals, but it's in the middle of Arizona, so
I don't know if I want to go to Arizona. I think I want to go to Canada. Like,
but aren't you from New York? Rhinebeck is right there.
Where should I go?
Rhinebeck.
Not far away, but okay.
Yes, but
That
they've
would be
got the
close
biggest
to
sheep and
Canada,
wool
right?
festival. Like all of us Canadians are saying, I want to go to Rhinebeck. That's the one that's like the ultimate knitter goal from here is I want to go to
Really?
Rhinebeck.
Okay. I have to look
I
into
have it all planned out to go next year because I'm like,
We all have it all planned out.
Well, shucks, if y'all gonna come here, then I need to figure out how to get to Rhinebeck. I can meet all my fiber frolic friends.
Yeah. We'll be there. If not next year, I don't know, sometime soon.
That's cool. Look, she's over there just working away. Go ahead, Leanna.
Leanna, how much have you done in this little time?
Oh, that's so cute. Super
Did you
cute.
make that whole thing just now? Oh, your mic is muted.
Yeah, that took me about 10 minutes.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
You know, one of the things that I do in, all my spare time, I usually leave it in the car. I knit, I have my car knitting for, waiting at the bus stop or whatever.
Mhm.
is I knit hats and sweaters for a hospital in Uganda where they have very premature babies.
Mhm.
A place in Uganda very close to where my husband grew up.
Mhm.
And yeah, they always put these beautiful hand knits on their babies whenever they get them. So I am knitting a stack to send to them. And I'm
Oh.
looking at that thinking, holy smokes, I could make a lot of hats really quickly for them.
Yeah,
That would be
Really?
fantastic.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Even with the king size, the big hats, they go not too slow.
Interesting.
All
Oh, good.
right.
Another thing to spend money on.
I know, right?
I've got a whole box of the hats right behind me.
That's cool. Well, everybody, it has been such an amazing time hanging out with you all for the last 10 days. I've learned so much about Canada. I've learned so much about sheep. I've learned about different types of wool and yarn dyeing and all the things. Like, it has been incredible. Holly, are you making an
Hi, Holly.
appearance?
Hi.
Hello. We were giving you your kudos. I know that you still have so much to do. And we're confident that you're going to get it done and that this weekend is going to be amazing. That's all I've been saying. Amazing.
Yeah.
So
And if you need help, ask for it because lots of us will help if you need it.
That's what I'm for.
yeah.
That's what you're for. Yeah. Make
Yeah,
her coffee
just-
in the morning. She's going to need it.
Things to do.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say again, thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I hope you have enjoyed this virtual portion of the Fiber Frolic. I hope that you've gotten your tickets. If you have not already, make sure you do so before tomorrow at 6 p.m., right? That's the time?
Yeah.
Before 6 p.m., get your tickets online. I'm sure the link is in the comment section, and if it's not, Sydney, if you don't mind, please sharing it in the comments so that everybody has it. I don't know who doesn't. Y'all been here all week. Y'all, everybody should
That would be Sydney and I.
everybody should know where to go to sign up for the Fiber Frolic. It's going to be amazing. 66 vendors, right? 66 vendors, y'all. And you get to hang out with your friends. They got, what's the area where people are going to be making stitches and just all kinds of things, y'all. People have machines at their booths. You can sit down and play with machines and tools. And I know somebody is bringing a spinning wheel. Like, it's just going to be amazing. So I hope that you all have so much fun.
Davida, have you looked for plane tickets for tomorrow?
I should, right?
There's still time.
Oh my goodness. Next year, I am really going to put this on my calendar for next year. I definitely want to be in the building to hang out with all of you amazingly talented people. This has been so much fun. Holly, again, thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this celebration of fiber. That's what it's called for now. The celebration of fiber. You guys have so much fun. I think I'm done. I don't have anything else to say.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Davida.
You are so welcome. I have really had a blast. I really have. I have. So nice meeting everybody too. Sydney, it's been such a pleasure meeting and hanging out with you and just everybody. Just everybody. That's it. That's all I got. Y'all are on for tomorrow. What time does it start?
Well, tomorrow is loaded.
Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Yep.
Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So everybody is making sure they got all their things. You see Leanna over there making little hat ornaments, and people are just gonna have things at their booth. And you see the divas are over there, yarn divas are over there packaging stuff up. Like, folks are getting ready for this thing, honey. So be ready on Saturday and Sunday to have so much fun. It has been a pleasure.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.